to the Tutors of Life podcast, where we research life so you don't have to. Episode 88. This is your host, Shaun Tudor.
And this is Sam.
How are you?
Better.
Better.
Yeah, how about you?
Splendid as always.
You are Mr. Happy Pants always.
I living the dream.
Yeah.
What do I got to complain about
That's
besides
true.
you?
Ouch.
Oh, shit.
I will say, the peanut butter and jelly toast was a good peace offering.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Probably one of my favorites.
Do what I can. I know the way to your heart.
How do you get upset after eating one of those?
Right.
And you can't.
It's a really good question. We found a deer tick on Mimi.
Yeah. Literally 2 minutes ago.
Yep. So we burned it and then shoved next guard down our throat because she won't eat it.
Correct.
It
It was fun. Not really.
was a good time.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. So she wasn't happy.
Yeah.
Not happy.
But she's sitting by us, so she can't be too upset.
Correct. We've been eating Midwest meals. Have I talked about that on here? I did.
Yes, we did talk about it on our healthy eating podcast.
Helps so much for me not eating cheat meals.
Okay, Mr. Amberin.
That wasn't a cheat meal. That was a celebration because Kyle and I sold the property.
You have not officially sold it yet.
Yeah, but we signed on it.
Also, you got the food because Kyle said, we're adults. We can do whatever we want.
I know.
Not celebration at all.
I mean, technically, we celebrated while we were there.
Also, do you realize I'd be less mad about these things if you just brought me with?
Kyle said that. We were up there. And he's like, why didn't we call Sam? She's right down there. And I said, she just ate out yesterday. No.
Whatever.
I was looking out for you, babe.
Whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Coming really close to finishing up one of our properties. Super excited about that.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go pretty hard on 2 other ones. Try and finish them up by June 1st.
Oof.
What?
That's not a lot of time.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, cool. As long as you know that.
Yeah. I guess I really don't know if it's viable, but
You're going to try.
we're gonna try. I guess if we finish that up, and we still got 4 properties after that. You know,
Yeah.
2. One's just a unit turnover. So a unit turnover, and then
That should just hopefully be like paint and minor updating.
yeah, for Ferry Street.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it'll probably be about a 2-week project.
Good, because that's all the time you have.
Right. So that'd be I think we get in the 20th, have to be out by the 10th. So, yeah, it'll be alright.
Yeah.
We'll get her done.
Get it in!
Yeah. So that one, and then, a couple other ones. Black River, Southside, Cameron.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. Then we'll need more after that, but
They'll always come in.
there'll be more.
Mm-hmm.
There will be more. Yeah, so it's pretty exciting.
That's good.
Yeah. Button some of these up. Yeah.
Why do I feel like... No? Okay.
What do you feel?
Oh, I was looking at my sound waves. I am a little quiet, but
Oh,
I don't know.
that's all right.
Will put me up to where you are.
Yeah.
Fun. That's really fun.
I'm super excited.
That's good.
Yeah.
I am... Oh, see, now I'm really loud. I am, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do forever.
Dude, I don't even know, Sam.
Yeah. Wait, for you?
Yeah.
You're going to do something physical. That's all we really know.
Yeah. I feel like half the time I don't even work. I just drive around.
Is that a bad thing?
Kind of like it.
Then why do you complain about it?
I don't know. I like driving.
Oh, I know you do.
And I like construction. And I like control. So it kind of works out.
You're ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
Cool. As long as you know that.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I just drive around. Sometimes I feel useless though. But
isn't that kind of what all business owners should feel like? Right, if they do their job correctly and put the right people in place.
Dude, I actually was talking to Morgan about that.
Mm-hmm.
About how, like, business owners can cloud up the day-to-day operation. Because a business owner being in place can sometimes be intimidating to other people, to the employees, especially as you get bigger. And then sometimes the business owners think with emotion because it's their company.
So they think things should be done the way
they want to do it.
Right.
Which isn't necessarily... So, I mean, a lot of the times it's right. You know, gut feeling and stuff a lot of times are right. But sometimes it's probably not.
Right. I mean, like, they could have not done that position for years.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, with technology advancements or just people doing it for so long, you can come up with so many different ways to do it. And probably more efficient ways to do it.
Right. Well, and just like that, I mean, I just had the first Whiskeria call that I was a part of, the owners and hosts call.
Shaun.
Yeah.
That is just too cute.
The cutest.
Anyways. You guys gotta watch the YouTube video for this one.
The cutest.
It's really cute.
So we just had the first that I partook in, the owners and hosts meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And
wait, you didn't even tell me about this in person yet.
Yeah.
Have you been waiting to tell me about this until we got to the podcast?
Sure.
Continue.
It's just cool though because Jason Lund, he's one of the owners, and he was just like, so I'm new. There's a lady coming on in Wausau, I think, who's new. And then Sheboygan just opened up with 2 new hosts. And Jason was just like, guys, just remember, it's your show. You don't have to run it like I run it. You don't have to run it how the people before you ran it. It's your show. The only thing you have to do is you have to tell people about Whiskeria, the benefits of it, you know, all the things that come with the membership. You have to tell them about the other groups and that they're welcome at all the other groups, you know? Mm-hmm. And he's like, besides that, it's your show. Do what you want to do with it. Have fun and run it with your personality. And I took that, and when I was talking to Morgan, that's kind of what I was thinking is like, you can put your own personality and take on things in your business. Or in your role, right? Not your business, in your role. So like Morgan in her position, admin position, she has her own personality into that, right?
Right.
Which would be different than Dan being in that role.
Oh, for sure.
And so it could muddle up by Dan butting in and trying to do stuff that might not fit with her jive of how she likes to do things.
Yeah.
Because that's how she does it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was just thinking about how it's just like, it relates in like so many facets, that like you take your own take on it. Mm-hmm. And when you take an owner who's got extra emotional connection, they can muddle up that individual's uniqueness, I guess.
Yeah.
In that role.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Something.
Yeah. I mean, that's something. I mean, you and I have talked about that quite a bit, just in general, right? Like we learned about that at Momentum,
Mm-hmm.
and even at West Korea. Like sometimes how you feel like you should do things isn't always the best thing.
Yeah,
especially as an owner.
Yeah, not necessarily. Yeah, not even necessarily the best thing, but it can be done other ways.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be. Maybe your way is the best way, but it doesn't have to be done that way to be successful.
But you also have to think, though, right? Like, why can't I think of his name? Who talked? Brian. Brian?
Brian Renton?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, like once you get bigger, you want everyone to do it the exact same way.
You want to have systems.
Yeah.
But like he said, it's different culture depending on the company. So you can have a company culture.
Yeah.
A whole company culture throughout all your branches, everything. That company culture is your core values.
Right, but he was saying, like, I like, you're talking about core values, I think, but you're also associating it with, like, the standard operating procedure. So, like, remember, because one guy didn't want to do things the way that he said to do it?
Yeah.
And he got fired for it.
Right. Which...
I mean, obviously there'll be, like, little things that, like, people fill out a form in a different order, but...
Well, so that would be, like, so that SOP you're talking about...
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be followed. You have to follow the standard operating procedures. But that doesn't... That's like a guideline for, like, doing the right thing. But you can bring your own feng shui into it. I probably make no sense.
Nope. Can you think of an example for me?
Yeah, I can. At your work, you like to...
Oh, my work is not a good example.
I'm going to use it as an example.
Okay.
All right, when you're at work, do you listen to music?
Yeah.
Okay. In your headphones?
Yeah.
And you just go and you work, right?
Yeah.
All right. What if your owner came in and said, yeah, guys, you ain't allowed to listen to music?
Okay, that's not the standard operating procedure.
No, the standard operating procedure is you getting your work done.
Yeah.
That's the standard operating procedure is you getting your work done.
Right, but you have to get your work done in certain steps.
Yeah, absolutely you do. Absolutely you do. But what if you're not allowed to listen to music now?
I mean, I probably wouldn't be as productive or as happy.
Okay. You like to listen to music while you work. Is there people at your work who don't listen to music?
I mean, people listen to podcasts.
Okay. No one just doesn't have headphones in. Yes. There's got to be somebody that doesn't have headphones in.
Kayla every once in a while.
Okay, there we go.
I mean, so there's certain parts of, like, mine and Kayla's work, like, we've established we can't have headphones in while we do it. Okay.
So that example doesn't work then?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, there are times, right, where we don't have headphones in, but we've, like, established that and made a rule about it.
All right, what if you have to have headphones in then?
What do you... Oh, if, like, our boss said, oh, you have to have... Right. Oh, God, no.
You know what the point I'm making is there's things people do in their job, to make themselves happier at their work.
Right.
Doing their job.
Just the way you phrased it.
And productive.
I think the way you phrased it, though, it made it sound like there's parts of, like, the SOP that you can do differently to follow your feng shui. But you're saying, like, stuff outside of the SOP.
Right.
That you can do to make yourself happier at work.
Right.
Yes. Okay.
And so, like, you could do shit.
Yes.
Things.
Yes.
To make you more happy, more productive at work.
Yes.
That can get muddled up with too much input from other people outside.
Oh, yeah.
And that was my point. Like, when you have that, it can fuck up the feng shui, the atmosphere. Mm-hmm. And so...
Yeah, because if someone liked writing, like, reminders on a Post-it note, and your boss said, why do you do that? Don't do that.
Right.
then you wouldn't be as productive.
My more like the main thing I was thinking of is like, you're at work, you got to get X, Y, and Z done, right? Mm-hmm. You put in your headphones, you jam out, you do your shit, you're hanging out, it's good to go, right?
Right.
Contrarily, your boss is in the office. Your boss is going, oh, hey, I need you to do this. Also do that. Also do this. Hey, let me tell you about my day. Hey, what have you been up to? Ooh, I think we could change that and do that a little different. Now, we just spent 2-3 hours of that person not being productive and getting their shit done. Now they just spent 2-3 hours talking, doing shit, and they go, fuck, I still got to get X, Y, and Z done.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You should have just started with that example.
Sometimes I got to walk myself through it.
Yeah, I don't do that, as you found out by your line of questioning.
Mm-hmm. I just walk myself to where I'm going.
Yep.
Through verbalness.
Shaun and I had a lovely disagreement, shall we say?
Sure.
Shaun just likes to fire a million questions at me, and I hate it. He's done it to me on this podcast, and you guys have seen how agitated I get. And I think part of Shaun, actually I know part of Shaun, just keeps doing it because he knows it annoys me, and he loves annoying me. Because all men do. It's what all men do to their wives.
I like to mentally strengthen you.
Whatever. But so Shaun, it's also like you like to walk yourself through situations. Mm-hmm. So you think you can do that with me. Mm-hmm. It doesn't work.
No, you just get more and more frustrated.
Yep.
Then I spend like a full 2 days trying to get you unfrustrated.
Correct. Hey, it only took 24 hours?
Yeah.
You also didn't see me for most of the day, so you didn't have an opportunity to try and unfrustrate me for 10 hours today.
Did you stay frustrated all day?
Hell yeah, I did.
Dude, what's it like just holding on to that?
I was very good today, and I was just like, I'm not going to message Shaun anything.
But you wanted to.
I did.
I could feel the wavelengths through the phone. Like, through the atmosphere. I knew you wanted to get after me.
That's why you didn't message me until like noon, wasn't it? Or 12:30?
Yeah. Well, no, I was just doing shit.
Oh, okay. But yeah, we eventually worked. I wasn't mad. It just frustrated. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure you're just smiling over there, just like, I frustrated her.
I like it. I think it's fun. It's like the...
Is that you or Mimi?
It's Mimi.
Okay.
It's like a legal way to just throw little jabs at you. You know?
Mental jabs?
Mental jabs. Da, da, da.
Somewhere down the road, I'm going to just sue you for emotional abuse.
Yeah, I bet. Try me.
And then I'll physically abuse you.
Okay.
And then it'll come back and you'll sue me instead.
Sounds great to me.
Name that news story.
Amber and Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dude, her lawyers are just not the brightest people. They had a professional psychologist on the stand.
Okay.
And they were questioning her about how someone gets multiple personality disorder.
Okay.
So I guess that's what Amber Heard's been diagnosed with.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were trying to get the psychologist to say that it was from abuse, from mental abuse.
Sure.
And the psychologist is just like, well, no.
I love that.
And there's like, but there are cases where people, after being mentally abused, do come out and have personality disorder. And she's just like, well, actually, there's no proof that if you have any type of mental abuse, physical abuse, anything, that it's going to cause you to have mental or personality disorder. Mm-hmm. It's genetic. So if you're going to have it...
Personality disorder is genetic?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I definitely don't have that.
Yeah. So she stated if Amber Heard got diagnosed with this, which she did by this exact same psychologist, she's had it her whole life.
Oh, wow. That's different.
Yeah. And then they also went on to, like, question her about... Oh, my gosh, what was it? It was something about making someone have PTSD or something. Or something about abuse. Sure. And the attorney, Amber's attorney, kept questioning her about, like... So, like... Oh, my... I wish I could find it right away. Mm-hmm. But she was pretty much... The questions the attorney was asking was pretty much was having the psychologist describe Johnny Depp as going through the abuse. Sure. Like the mental abuse. Mm-hmm. When in reality, she was trying to get the psychologist to describe Amber Heard. Right. And the attorney just, like, kept going and going and going. And Johnny's, like, sitting there at his table or whatever, just kind of, like, laughing and, like, smiling and, like, looking at his attorney, like, does she know what she's doing? Like, this is me they're describing.
I love that.
Dude, it was funny.
It's wild. I mean...
I've been enjoying watching the clips that I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, she's tried to ruin his career. And
she did.
She did ruin his career. He got pulled from all of Disney and stuff. He's missed out on tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars because of her. Right.
Well, you got to think, like, I just listened to the clip of him describing, like, how upset he was that he got pulled from Pirates of the Caribbean. He got pulled from the 6th movie. Like,
how do they even do that?
Right? Because, like, he's built Captain Jack Sparrow. Like, he's changed his lines, his scenes to, like, because he is Captain Jack Sparrow, and he's just like, no, like, I would say this, not this.
Well, I know that, if you look at that stuff, I don't like how political Hollywood is.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that get banned from things because of what they do in their personal life. And I'm like, okay, say he did emotionally abuse Amber Heard. Mm-hmm. Or was it, or what did she claim he did? Emotional or physical?
I think both.
Okay, so alright, so fuck it. Say both, okay? And he was claimed to have done that. But he's a fun guy to work with. You've had minimal issues at work with him. He's made your company hundreds of millions of dollars.
If not billions.
If not billions of dollars. Why do we have to bring personal life into the career? I cannot stand that shit.
Right, because you have to think, like, that's something we're having issues at work, is, like, we're being told, like, oh, we should care about our employees, like, personal lives. No. And, like, my teams, I mean, yes, I care about their personal lives, but it's because now, like, we're friends, right? Like, we hang out outside of work, so we care about each other's personal lives. Right. Because we're part of it as well. But a lot of times, we don't talk about it at work. You're in a professional setting.
Dude.
Like, what happens outside of work...
Don't matter.
You don't bring into work.
Right. Funny enough, Andy Frisell talked about that on his podcast today. That, like, you can, as a manager, go out and, like, get drinks or, like, party with your employees. Everybody just has to understand it's shut off for that. Mm-hmm. You can't try to manage or, anything when you're out there. They should understand that they're, like, when they get back to the office, it's not the same. Like, it's not the same as when you're partying. They can't just be like, hey, bro, and all this, right?
Right.
Like, there's a separation. There's a personal life. where you guys can all go have fun together. And then there's a business life where you are professional and you all do that thing.
100%.
And that really pisses me off with Hollywood and all this stuff, is so many people get canceled for what they do in their personal life. And it's like, dude, who gives a shit?
I mean,
are they
obviously,
good at their job? Fuck it. Let them roll.
Right. I mean, obviously, if they, they go to jail.
Yeah, I mean, the exception is they're in prison or jail. I mean, then you can't use them because they're in jail or prison. That makes sense.
Right. I mean, but that's also, the same with our jobs. If someone goes to jail or prison,
Right.
more than likely, they're pretty much going to be fired.
Right. I mean, that's just... it is how it is. But, I mean, if it's just accusations and shit like that, dude, shut up and let them work. Let them do their thing. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know, that stuff really bothers me.
Yeah, no, I feel.
Yeah.
Because it is...
Jeffiel.
Okay. I don't know if you... Did you see what my latest blog was, Shaun?
When'd you post it?
Yesterday. Tuesday, of course.
You're fucking... When do you do this shit?
I did it Sunday night.
I didn't see it.
The title of it was The World Owes Us Nothing.
The world owes us nothing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, facts.
And it came about because we went and volunteered this weekend. And it just reminds me of the fact that, so much of the population doesn't know how to be an adult.
Yeah.
Shaun and I cleaned up cigarette butts for an hour. Cigarette butts off of the fucking ground for an hour.
Yeah.
And it just reminds me of, a whole bunch of little things of, the fact, I hate using public restrooms because, people don't clean up after themselves. It's just, you're not a child. You obviously, turn around, see that you have shit on the toilet seat or the back of the toilet bowl, and if there's a toilet brush there, fucking clean it up. Nobody wants to see that.
One time I didn't clean it up, babe.
Was it in the toilet bowl, at least?
So I was in Missouri at a park, and the water burst in the bathroom and was flooding the bathroom. And in the corner of the toilet stall was a black widow spider. And I had to poop so bad. So I just
Did you just shit on the floor?
I shit on the floor. I just but I didn't sit down, I did the hover.
Yeah.
And just poof, blew it out, wiped, and ran. And I obviously kicked the flush. But I had left some massive spackle. I didn't care. I got out of that joint. There was fucking water into my ankles. And there's a fucking black widow spider a foot away from my ass.
Okay, you know what? I'll give you that one.
Dude, I didn't even care. I was just dude, I'm usually a good guy. I'm not a good guy right now because you shouldn't have fucking a burst pipe running water in your latrine, and you shouldn't have a fucking black widow spider in the corner.
Yeah.
I ain't cleaning up my spackle, bro.
But we're having issues at work. I mean, we've had issues at work.
That shit's just unacceptable. That's your workplace. That's unacceptable.
It'll be on the tank. The tank?
The tank?
Yes!
The tank?
The tank!
Shit on the tank?
Yes!
What? They do. I bet you.
They lean forward. I bet you they're squatting and lean forward.
Yeah, they ain't sitting down.
Hell no. Fucking put your ass cheeks on my goddamn seat. I can even hover and still make it in there.
Dude, one time I saw the coolest shit ever, right? I saw,
literal shit?
No,
or figurative? Okay.
Figurative shit.
You didn't, I don't know.
I saw a person in the stall. I see their, I walk in and I see their hands up above the thing with some toilet paper. And I look, what the fuck they doing? They were rolling toilet paper down the cracks of the stall.
So you can see through it?
So you couldn't see through it. And I'm just like, you're bringing attention to yourself. Nobody would have looked at you until they see your fucking hands above the stall fucking looping toilet paper. Like, now people are looking because they're like, what is this weirdo doing?
I just saw a TikTok of that, of like a girl who moved to Italy from the U.S.
Yeah.
And she came back to the U.S. to visit. And one of the things was feeling so exposed in public bathrooms here because the cracks are super big compared to most places.
Yeah. How about in fucking Europe where you piss in a telephone booth in the middle of the street? That's way worse. Okay. Talking about fucking, I feel, what was the word you used?
Exposed?
I feel exposed. Dude, you're pissing in the middle of the street in a telephone booth. That lady sounds stupid.
Anyways. Where else? There's somewhere else that I remember the stalls.
She feels exposed? Go to fucking Asia. You just have squatty
potties.
Squatty potties lined up, nothing dividing them.
Yep.
Just squatty potties. And then you got little fucking Asians sitting there taking a shit with their dang hanging out. And it's like, hi.
Somewhere around here, I remember going to the bathroom and, like, the bottom of the stalls were, like, above the toilet seat. So you could so easily just see what everyone was doing.
That's cool.
Sure.
I love shit like that. I love it. I don't know. I just think it's so fun.
We got way off topic, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's what this is for.
That right there builds...
Character?
No. Self-confidence. Because, like, in the military... They had like 3 shitters in a row, nothing to separate them, and then across from the 3 shitters with arms length away was 3 pissers, right?
So you could just
well, and so you're sitting there taking a shit, and it's not like a regular toilet, right? This ain't regular plumbing. It's a fucking outhouse.
No,
you're sitting there. I ain't shitting you. You're sitting
literally.
Literal. So I chose it, so I sat right in the middle, and then I'd have my friends on each side of me, and you could all hold hands if you wanted to. And y'all just taking a shit together, hanging out in this outhouse, right? Mm-hmm. In walks people to take a piss, and you're just like, hey, how's it going today? Oh, good. And then, how fucking, you don't know, but as a man, when you walk up to take a piss, and there's someone immediately next to you, it's hard to start peeing. Right? Mm-hmm. You get like nerves. It's hard to start peeing.
Okay.
Now you have a whole fucking 3-stage audience all close enough to grab your ass, and they gotta kick it off and start peeing. Dude, the nerves are through the roof.
What's harder, to start pooping or start peeing?
Peeing.
Interesting.
I already had to poop.
I mean, yeah, you let them brew before you go.
Gotta go, man. Gotta go, dog. But anyways, yeah, dude. It's just, that shit.
Is that the same for women?
I have no idea. I never went into a women's bathroom. Maybe.
I'll have to ask Eva.
Yeah, I don't know.
So was that at basic training, or was that
No, it's at Fort McCoy.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I loved it. Dude, I thought that shit was so fun, right? Like, the more you do stuff like that, the more uncomfortable you get, the more you grow as a person.
I think I'm going to have to put that in the title of this. Literal shit.
Literal shit. Yeah.
Or SH star.
Sure.
Yeah. Censor it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, we got off topic, but it's fun.
Interesting.
Yeah, why not, right?
See, that's being an adult.
Yeah.
How many people there threw fucking hissy fits about that?
A lot. People are like, I don't want people to see me. Oh, I don't want people to see my
like,
privates.
Suck the fuck up.
Yeah. Dude, there's nothing like fucking sitting next to your friend as you guys wipe your asses together. Yeah. How weird. Why not?
Interesting.
Yeah, fuck it. Builds character.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, no one likes to be adults around you.
No. Mm-mm.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to this, guys, just be an adult. Please.
Yeah.
Just grow up.
Let's go play.
If someone gives you advice or what is it when you correct someone at work? Corrections, but also there's like an actual term. Criticism. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Just take it and be like, okay, yeah, thanks for letting me know. And like, if you feel like you have to defend yourself, don't attack them.
Right.
But you can just very plainly be like, oh, okay. Like, I do it X, Y, and Z because I thought that's the best way. But maybe I'll try your way too.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Just be open to it.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen so many, like, TikToks and videos of people just flipping shit because someone told them no or that they were doing something wrong. It's just like, grow up.
So I haven't been able to log into my Robinhood for a few days because I was sanding at work.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have a thumbprint anymore.
Right.
And I don't remember my password.
Of course not.
So I haven't been able to go into Robinhood, and I just fucking every day I see like Dogecoin is up 5%. Next day Dogecoin is down 5%. And I just want to see, right, like what my portfolio is at, because it's not just Dogecoin, it's everything I have is up or down or up or down.
Yeah.
And I just want to see, but I can't log in. So I'm just like, well, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a KuCoin. I have my KCS bonus. If you don't have KuCoin, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But I want to get my KCS bonus, but I can't log in because I don't know the password to that either.
Jesus. Wait, do you have to log in order to get it?
Yeah. Well, so like, no, the bonus just sits there and like accumulates, right?
Okay, yeah.
But I need to log in to like put it in my account or whatever. And I just can't log in because my thumbprint. So I haven't sanded in a day. So I'm hoping my thumbprint comes back tomorrow.
That's good.
Yeah.
It
makes me think like I really should have used like my other hand or something. Like I should have put a couple different fingerprints on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a sign that you guys should get kick-ass washers and dryers with dope-ass songs.
For sure.
I hope they could hear that.
Yeah, if they couldn't, fuck
I'm gonna be sad. There's little blips, so maybe.
A little bit.
I wish, that Mimi wouldn't move so much when we're podcasting. So we could just, have a camera on her face. And maybe even give her own little microphone, because she's just snoring.
Full snore right now. So cute.
I guess Kyle has told us he has heard her snore during the podcast.
Mm-hmm. She's such a cutie.
She's got a lip tucked up right now on Sean's leg. You can't see it in the video.
You guys are gonna need to watch the video.
The way she's laying is just so cute. I don't think you can see the. No, you can see his little head. He's right here. If anybody's wondering.
Neat. Oh man. Yeah. Kyle gave us a coffee table.
Oh yeah, we got a new table.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I like it a little bit more.
I do too. The height's better, I think.
The height's better. It's not so big.
Yeah.
It's just it feels right.
The only hard part is going to be with guests now. But I think I'd probably just sit in the middle and hold the mic.
Put some books up.
And lean forward?
Yeah.
No.
Someday we'll get chairs.
I probably would just Jones back and hold it.
That works.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stop yawning, dude.
I fasted for 16 hours today.
Ooh,
Fucking dude, built different.
Oh.
Yeah.
16 hours. Didn't we eat late? No, we didn't eat late last night.
We finished about 8 o'clock. Maybe 8:30.
I fasted for 13 hours.
I made till noon. Oh my god.
Oh no, I didn't actually fast because coffee creamer doesn't count.
Wow.
I did get the sugar-free coffee creamer this time.
Nice.
Tastes like shit.
Yeah, fuck it. Get the sugar.
There was something else I wanted to bring up on this podcast, and I can't remember what it was.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interest rates are going up significantly. Yeah, so now it's 5%. I was talking to my lender and stuff, and I don't know if you guys saw that the Fed announced instead of we
We had
talked about it on here. The fuck. Instead of the quarter increases, 0.25% increases, they're doing a 50% increase.
Why?
Because they announced that when the Ukraine war was going on, and they were hoping that the Ukraine war would stop us in the U.S. from continuing life and purchasing. You want to know what it did?
It made us continue life even more?
More. People started, whether it's because people realized that life's short, whether it's because we want to support a cause, whatever, people have been spending more now that there's a war than we were before. And it's the complete opposite of what the Fed was thinking would happen. And so they're like, fuck, well, we have to increase interest so that they can, like, force us to stop spending money so inflation doesn't get out of control. They literally, the Fed is trying to force us to quit being consumers and buying shit to help fix their fuck up from printing trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars.
So, is there any way that they can fix it without hiking interest rates up?
100% letting the country go into a natural recession.
Because, right, like, so by them doing this, like, they're forcing us to stop spending money.
Correct.
So that's going to affect all businesses, small businesses, big businesses, whatever.
Yep.
So if businesses start closing because people can't buy things, then that means people are going to get laid off, which means unemployment's going to get higher.
Yeah. On the contrary, the other thing they could do is just go, hey, we fucked up. We printed this much money. That means inflation has to go up 30%. That means everything has to go up 30%. Enter natural recession. We recover, and we keep going with everything 30% higher, and just go, okay, no more printing money, you fucking idiots. You have to quit doing this because you're putting us into a recession. The whole thing they did was, so when COVID happened and we should have entered a natural recession, they shouldn't have printed any money. They should have. So the best case of what could have happened, COVID happens and they let the country do a natural recession.
And it wouldn't have been that bad of a recession at that time.
It wouldn't have been that bad. We would have just went on through, recovered in a year, kept going. Now they decided they didn't want a recession, so they were printing money. And now we're in a situation where
we're gonna have a massive recession.
We have to have something. We need to. So down the rabbit hole for 1 minute. They actually started printing money before COVID. There was supposed to be a crash in the market in November of 2019.
Yes, because we sold all of our stuff before them.
We sold all of our stuff because that was November, December was when it was projected to crash in 2019. The markets they didn't want the markets to crash, so they actually started printing money before COVID. And then COVID hit and gave them a reason to print even more money to keep the stock prices boosted up. Now we're seeing stock prices are not doing well.
No.
Cryptos aren't doing well. And it's kind of just, I think it could possibly be a continuation of what was supposed to happen in November, December of 2019. Just getting postponed out a little bit so that the people up there, the corrupt people up there, got their money in, and now they can let things kind of go on the wayside. That is what it is. There was supposed to be a market crash a long time ago. Even if you look at a bunch of people that are extremely wealthy, millionaires, billionaires, they talk about it. They go, we should have already had a crash. But the government printed money. We've never experienced this before. So people were saying, extremely wealthy, successful people are saying they sold their shit or they were preparing for a crash. And when it was supposed to come, it didn't come because the government was printing money. Mm-hmm. Now they don't even know how to do anything anymore because the Fed and the government puts in these bills and fucks everything up. The Fed prints more money, fucks everything up. So you can't even project or try to do things because the Fed and the government can just sprinkle in some shit and fuck everything up.
So that explains why I remember a year ago, whatever, they were saying how stock markets are just so volatile because all these free apps that let you like buy whatever stocks you want, so people are just buying and selling with no knowledge.
Yeah.
But in reality, like, it's also the fact that the government is just like, print this money.
Oh, 100%. 100%. And the stimulus thing.
Damn.
That's why GameStop and stuff got so big, is because everyone got their stimulus money and we're just throwing it at those things because because people found out that there was a huge short on it. But anyways, the way to get out of this, I think the only viable option to get out of this with a minimal recession, still a recession, but hopefully just doesn't hit a depression, is to change our money to a gold standard again. So many countries are on a fiat currency. If we could switch back to a gold standard, it'd be absolutely incredible. We have printed too much money now where we would have to find a way to delete some money or just accept that the dollar's weaker. And that's, I mean, the dollar is weaker now, so I mean, it's a viable option.
Right, yeah.
Everything will just be a little more, but it'll be backed by a gold standard, and that just means we can't print any more money. Printing money needs to cease to stop. The dollar will have a new value, which will probably be like 30 cents. The dollar will be equivalent to like 20, 30 cents. But it can still be called the dollar, right? It just doesn't have the same kind of buying power. So, shit. It's just other countries, right? Other countries, you see, why does it cost 5,000 bahts for something, right? In fucking Bali. How come to buy a t-shirt in Bali is 500 bahts for a t-shirt and it's $25 in the US?
If that.
Right.
I don't remember what the exact rate is.
And it's just because their currency over there kept getting less and less and less and less and less of value, and so now you need 500 bahts. Is
there ever a way to like correct that? Because like I remember that was the same with like in Japan. Yeah. Like I think it's like 10,000 yen is $100 US.
Yeah, same thing with the Iraqi dinar. Yeah. 1 million Iraqi dinars, $1,200 US.
Right, but so like, is there ever a way to be like, hey, like this is what it equals out to, so we're just gonna like change everything to like the next dominate. I don't know how to explain it. Like, okay, like the dollar's worth 10 cents. So we're just gonna cut that so like then the dollar is 10 cents again. Do you know what I mean?
I do know. My thought with it would be this. If we got out of debt, if the U.S. decided to quit spending as much and got out of debt, then we keep taxing, and all that excess tax money, they burned. And they just kept doing that and doing that and doing that, and decreasing the amount of currency in the system to where the dollar becomes of more value. Prices of everything starts going down. Once they get it to the place that we like it, then the taxes get corrected so that it's not so high anymore.
Yeah.
That's an idea. I mean, that is an option. That could work.
Yeah.
Will people get on board with that?
Probably
fucking not. Is the government not corrupt enough to actually get us out of debt and burn that extra money?
No.
100% not.
No, because they'll just pocket all
They'll just pocket it. There's zero fucking way they would allow that. There's no world where people are morally good enough to do that. It doesn't exist.
Correct. Sadly.
Yeah. So we're in this spot where we're at, and money doesn't make sense. What people earn doesn't really. It's the middle class, There's been such a massive distribution of wealth. The distribution of wealth, it went from like it's something like $4 trillion of wealth or something went from like the middle class to the top 1%.
Damn.
Over COVID. It was just that number's off. I know that number's off, but it's something so astronomical that it's like, okay, so what happened was we killed the middle class, and because Elon Musk
I suppose you got to think
Jeff Bezos, all them doubled their wealth in 2 years. You don't.
But it was because they were doing these stores open for like 2 months.
You don't, dude. You're telling me you double your wealth, and your wealth was $165 billion, and you doubled it in 2 years? What the fuck? That's not even real.
Right.
What do you mean?
Right.
And so the top 1% became so much more wealthy. And the middle class obviously got hit really hard. Because you got to think the middle class before was 20, it started at $20 an hour. Mm-hmm. Your middle class, really, if you make $40,000 a year up to $200,000 a year.
Yeah.
Is like a middle class. Yeah, now people are making $45,000 a year, but cost of living went up 30%.
Right, so they're almost in poverty.
They're borderline poverty, barely surviving. Mm-hmm. We talked about it when we came off the gold standard. So in 1971, on the gold standard, that dollar amount, right, and then that standard of living now, it would mean that the median income, because we looked up the median income and it was, was it 50,000? Was median income 50,000?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, median income's like 55,000, something like that. To match what it was in 1971 before we got off the gold standard would have been like 104,000. So the median income would be double what it is now had we not got off the gold standard. Mm-hmm. So that just goes to show like how devalued our dollars became 50% devalued since 1971. So that's really cool. Good job,
U.S. government.
U.S. government.
Woo!
You did great. You fucked the people. But I mean, on the contrary to that, dude, the top 1% is fucking wealthier than they ever been. Good on them.
It's just so shitty because like it literally is like and it's not like the wealthy don't pay taxes, right? Like we've seen Elon Musk.
Oh, they for sure pay their taxes. Absolutely they pay taxes. I'm not
obviously there's some laws that you can get around paying more than they have been, but whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, let's take all this money from the middle class and let's just distribute it both ways.
Yeah, to lower class and upper class.
And then you get nothing back, though. You had to pay all these taxes to support those two halves, and that's it. Yeah,
absolutely. Why not?
Yeah.
I love it, dude. I think that shit's awesome. I'm interested to see where our government and our dollar is going to go.
Can we just start a petition? No, we're going to get killed if we do. Never mind.
We can. Fuck it. Why not? Who cares?
You say we should just start a petition that says you can only be in the government for 10 years.
Oh, there's so many
Maybe
people that have done that. I'm sure. But we can just do it anyways. I don't even know how to get traction on that, but why not?
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's not go on this topic too much longer. You know how much I don't like these.
Why?
It's just boring. I don't know.
This topic's boring?
We've talked about this so many times.
This is my favorite topic in the world.
And we've talked about the exact same things multiple times.
I love it so much.
Everyone knows how we feel about it.
I know.
We don't need to repeat ourselves.
I hope people like hearing me talk.
Okay, guys. I think that is all we have for today. Let us know if there's any topic you want us to talk about on these fun little talk episodes. You can get our opinions, and then we'll go off topic and talk about other shit.
Literal.
You know what we... Literal shit.
Yeah.
You know what topic has not come up in the past probably 2 episodes?
Huh.
Cars.
I'm a minimalist, babe. I'm not even really interested in cars.
Anyways, I finally made an Instagram post. I think I'm going to make another one once we're done with this.
Atta girl. I'm going to eat meals.
Yes. We're also going to eat food that we discussed on our podcast on Monday. But yeah, let us know what you guys want to hear. On this upcoming Monday, we're going to talk about habits and the Atomic Habits book.
Oh, are we really?
Yeah, I already told you I was.
Dope.
Yeah. See ya.
Peace out.